What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some Grace Jones for the first time in a while, and indeed, big thank you not only to Mark, who had provided the earlier material, but also Seb, who's provided more Grace Jones material, including the single, I think here, 1985, Slave to the Rhythm, more on that in a moment, but also the Inside Story album, 1986. So we've got a full additional album from Grace to go through after this. But yes, this is the only track in the Slave to the Rhythm folder, so I'm thinking this was a non-album single. I did want to also, if he's watching, give a shout out to Joseph, who quite a while back sent me the Slaves to the Rhythm DVD performance. Again, this is apparently a celebration of Trevor Horn and his production, working with all these different artists, including Pet Shop Boys, among others. And I still have yet to do a watch-along for this, but I haven't forgotten. It's still coming in the relatively near future, so I apologize, but thank you for bearing with me, Joseph, and we will get to this, but obviously I couldn't help but think of it with the similarity of name. But yes, as to the meaning of the song here, or at least what I think of when I see the title, the idea of having a visceral, almost compulsive response to rhythm, to beats, to percussion, to music more broadly, and thus maybe almost being out of control, or at least not in a rational way when you encounter beats and rhythm and music. Now, I suppose you could extrapolate that to a larger level and have it not necessarily be about music per se. The idea of being in a rhythm with someone else, being in rhythms of your life trajectory and unable to break out of them or to make exceptions or to go against what you've become familiar with or entrenched within. I wouldn't be surprised if it is more specifically based on music, but it's the kind of phrase that I think could lend itself to different levels of meaning. Either way, let's give it a listen. This is Grace Jones. The tune is Slave to the Rhythm, and it is, I think, a 1985 single.
To the river. opened myself now, and I've accepted it finally, that this is all of me, and all those sides make up what I am, and either I live with it or I don't live with it, whether I like it or not.
What a fitting end. So first of all, I love the production. It's like part soul, part funk, and even before that, like, breaking the fourth wall live audience moment, I was already gonna say it has a bit of this, like, stage musical quality to it, and, you know, by the end, not only did we hear what sounded like crowd noise, but there's also this, like, she suddenly goes into monologue, like she's giving some recitative speech, and then back into singing. So yeah, there was a theatrical element to it as well, in addition to the soul funk synthesis. There's a sensuality to it, including in her vocals, including even more narrowly those vocalizations, which sound sensual or even overtly sexual. There's some lines in there which I feel like can function as double entendres, like they could work more conceptually, but they could also have visual, physical reference as well, and I do feel like, you know, slave to the rhythm here, love to the rhythm, which is one of the articulations of the phrase. It feels like we are talking about an interpersonal, intimate, like physical rhythm, though again, maybe an expression of something that is deeper or more like comprehensive. But yeah, it feels like this is in the realm that my mind considered in advance in the like interpersonal level. And I feel also, as I said, given the stage musical type of environment, it's also kind of like tongue-in-cheek, and it's, you know, there's a rhythm and a groove to the song that like fits the sensuality of it. So yeah, I think it is functioning on multiple levels. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Again, it's like her music has been as unpredictable as any other catalog, and even though I get a sense that there's going to be some eccentricity, or, you know, her vocal performance is going to be both dynamic and hard to anticipate, but also, again, it does seem like sensuality, sexuality is very much part of a lot of her songs that I've heard so far. Even if I don't always catch that on a first listen, I'm thinking of the, you know, bumper and the like road car type of analogy that I did not pick up on a first listen, and people explained in the comments, but this one felt a bit more overt than that. In any case, as I said, I have Inside Story 1986, a full album, waiting in the wings. Once again, thank you to Seb, as well as Mark, who again had provided earlier Grace Jones material. Looking forward to more. Let me know what you think, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.